you guys doing today? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful Sunday night. It is 11 o'clock at night and I just decided to make you guys a video today. Today I want to be discussing the topic of your T-walks. So essentially, um, a little bit of posing for like bikini, your physique guys, and some figure walks. I get a lot of questions regarding this. I want to go over how we do it over at Battle of the Bay. Every venue is a little different. I know how they did it at Worlds last year was different from how we do it at Battle of the Bay. But here in this video, we will be discussing how we do it here at this specific venue. We'll go over to my screen right here. I'm recording right now. And you can see right here below are some general stage walk guidelines for physique athletes. Many venues vary in accessibility, so athletes should reach out to, specific promoters depending on the stage walk. And, specifically for our venue over at Battle of the Bay, it's a little different depending on what the school district has going on because they have a lot of stuff backstage that they move around. So it depends if we have access to one side or the other side of the stage. So sometimes athletes go out, file out in line, and then they exit the other side. Sometimes they can't. Like last time we had the show, they couldn't exit the other side because it was completely blocked off and the backstage was a little more crammed. So we had to do some accommodation for that. However, if we go ahead and look over at our screen right here, these are just some general examples of walks. So we'll go over here for the bikini, and I'll eventually do some criteria work on what the criteria is for what the judges look for. But for now, we'll just be looking specifically at the walks. So let's look at this one. This one here is a specific example. It's a option. Like I was saying, we have options because it depends what the school district has going on. So here we can look at, we can enter the stage on this side. We'll do one right pose, walk this way. You'll do a front pose and a back pose, and then we'll do a left pose only. And then we have different exiting options. So if you're doing your night, your walk, not prejudging, but your walk, you can go this way and then exit this way. Or you can go the other way. You can go in through here, do left side first, front pose, back pose, walk over to this side, do your right pose, and we can walk out this way. Or sometimes you're going to have to walk back into the rear walk line or, exit the same way you came out. You're just going to have to walk a little bit in a diagonal, so to say. So what we can do is actually look at some examples here. I have a video right here. This is actually an open bikini from 2021. And here they're lined up. And then you can see that they walk back to the back line. And then they line up in the back line. So once they get to that back line, if you just listen to the judge, he'll sometimes tell you he'll have the ladies scoot over to the right or to the left or be a little more centered. And then they do each, they do their walk, they walk forward. And then let me go to 625 or so. That's when they start doing their actual walks. So, if you look here, you start from the back line. She's going to go to this X first. She's going to do her left side pose. And then she's going to move over to the front, middle. And she'll do the front pose. And then she'll transition over to her back pose. And we'll go over the guys a little bit later because, we don't want to see bodybuilding poses in a physique class. You're in a physique class. If you want to do bodybuilding, you can cross over and do bodybuilding if you want to get on that for bodybuilding poses. Here we can see her transition to that last, her right X. She's going to do her right pose and walk back out. She's going to get in line. All the ladies are going to switch over, crunch in a little bit, and the next one goes in line. Just like that. So that's how we do it over at Battle of the Bay for that category specifically. and then we can actually go over a figure. It's not too much different, as far as the walk goes. We can actually watch a video here. So at 6:54, let's look for 6:54. These are our open figure. So here they have them lined up, and then once they've done their quarter turns, they actually do their walks as well. So let's go scoot back a little bit. So she's going to do her first pose. She walks out to the front once the music really kicks up and turns it up as far as the volume goes. She's going to do her left pose here. She's going to do her front pose right here. And then she is going to be transitioning over to her back pose right here. And you guys got to make sure you guys hold on to these poses. We want to make sure that, the photographer gets some good pictures of you guys holding them. So get into pose and hold it. So here she goes to her last X, and we'll have X's labeled on the floor. She's going to do her last right side pose. And then we can go to the next individual. They go back in line. She does her first pose here. I think she should have been doing her other side, but right here she's going to do her front, and then she's going to do her back. And then she goes to the very last X, and she'll do her last right side pose. And then she'll walk over to the back of the line, and then the next athlete is going to be following along. And we actually go over these frequently, during the athletes meeting. Tina will be discussing this, so it's nothing new. We go over this, and then she's going to walk back in line. So it's side, front, back, side, and then back in line. So that's pretty much it. Here you guys can see on my screen, we have, an example of different T-walks. Every venue's a little different. So let's look at this last one, for example. If we open this one up, you can see that they're going to enter to the right side. They go to the middle stage and they do their front pose. They do their back pose. They walk to the left. They do the left pose only. And they walk across the entire stage. They do the right pose only, and they exit on that same side. So every venue is a little different. You guys got to pay attention when you guys are at the athlete meeting. And if anything, just ask. I'll definitely try to post these pictures on Instagram during a show. Let's go to men's physique, because here we got some pictures on the bottom as well. It's the same thing. If we look at, this first picture, it shows us the rear walk line. That's where the guys are line up when they're doing their judging and everything. And there's different options. So on this one, we enter the right side. They do the right pose. They walk to the middle. They do their front and then their back. And then they walk to the left, and then they do the left side pose. And depending on the venue, you're going to exit to the left at a diagonal, or you're going to exit on that same side. So let's look at this last one. Same thing. So if you're entering on the right side of the stage, if you're facing the crowd, it's your right side. You can go to the middle. You do your two poses in the middle, front and then your back. And then you go to the left, and then you do your left side pose only. You walk all the way across the stage, and then you do your right side pose only, and you exit that same side stage. So very easy to follow these instructions. Honestly, if you go to the worldnaturalbodybuilding.com page, all the judging criteria and the walks are actually on here. You can actually go over the criteria and see what category you guys fit into. And, that's pretty much it, really. So I just want to make a quick video of you guys, just kind of showing you guys this. If anything, if you guys have any questions, you're more than welcome to go to the worldnaturalbodybuilding.com page. There's links on my website that'll take you over there as well. You can Google it. He's got his link on his Instagram page as well. So this is just a little overview. I wanted to give you guys a little information, a little bit of a tutorial. If anything, what I would like to do is actually do in person. So maybe I can meet up with Bob and we can record video footage and whatnot. We can get athletes together when we do, Bob does posing classes. So we'll see if we can get something together where we have a few athletes and we do a little bit of a mock run and we go through the different walks and different scenarios. So, it's not only in video, but maybe it's something we can put together for you guys. So, you know, definitely appreciate all the support you guys give us and all the people that reach out to us. We really would like to push more content out on YouTube. I would like to provide more for you guys. So if you guys have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate. Comment down below, subscribe, like the video. It really will help this channel grow, and that's something I really look forward to, is watching the channel grow and getting some stuff out there and answering your guys' questions. This is going to be mainly for athletes and people that have questions. So any updates, I'm looking to do some podcasts and really grow this channel to many different branches. I want to do a little bit of everything. So it's mainly going to be stuff that's going to be beneficial to you guys. So we really greatly appreciate it. My name is Francisco. I'm your host, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you.